Good morning, children. All of you open your activity book page number 22. Activity book page number 22. See here, color the layers of the atmosphere and put the corresponding numbers. Okay. This is the earth. Okay. From the earth, there are 5 layers, no? Okay. The layer starting from the earth, the first layer is troposphere, so color it with green. This is the earth. Okay. See, troposphere, here troposphere color is green. First layer from the earth is troposphere, it is in green color, so color it with green. Okay, next stratosphere, that is violet color. Okay, 4 white. Violet color. Okay, next third one is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, yellow. Okay, thermosphere, blue. Exosphere, pink. Okay, starting from the earth, first layer is troposphere, it is in green color here, so color it with green. Next one is stratosphere, it is in violet color here. Okay, so color it with violet. Next mesosphere, it is in yellow, so color it with yellow. Next thermosphere, it is in blue color, so color it with blue. Next exosphere, it is in pink color, so color it with pink. Okay, next see the next one. Observe the setup carefully. P and Q are glass tubes fitted to a cork. Here there is a conical flask. This black color one is rubber cork, and these blue color P and Q are glass tubes. Okay, they are fitted to a cork. A deflated balloon is tied to the one end of the P. Deflated balloon is tied to the one end of the P. Both the ends are open for Q. For the Q, for the Q glass tube, both the ends are open. The cork is fitted to the mouth of an empty glass jar. Okay, this cork is fitted to the empty glass jar. As shown in the picture, what is the easiest way to inflate the balloon inside the glass jar? Okay, there are 4 ways they are given. In which way that balloon inside the glass jar will inflate. Okay, if you suck out the air from the Q, balloon will be inflated. Here balloon is deflated. Okay, if you suck out the air from the Q, the air inside the glass jar will go out, no? So it will take the air present in the surroundings and the balloon becomes inflated. Okay, if you suck out the air from the Q, balloon will be inflated. So which option is correct? Sucking out air through Q. Fourth one is correct. Put tick here. Okay, it is a rubber cork. It is fitted with it has 2 holes. In these 2 holes there are 2 glass tubes. Okay, P and Q. One end of the Q, one end of the P is tied with the deflated balloon. Okay, and this glass and this rubber cork is fitted to the glass jar. Okay, now in which condition the balloon which is deflated inside the jar will become inflated? If you suck out the air from the Q, the balloon will be inflated. Okay, now take your now open your workbook page number 16. Workbook page number 16. Find the odd one out. Find the odd one out. See, first one is windmill. Second one is sailboat. Third one kite. And fourth one is fan. Okay. In these four, which is the odd one means fan. This windmill, sailboat, kite. These three will move along with the air. Okay, these three will move because of the air. But fan will not move with the air. So which one is the odd one means fan. Fan. Okay. For these three movement, they need air. Okay. So fan is the odd one. Next, this bottle contains air. How can you prove it? This bottle contains air. How can we prove it? To this, we need to do an activity. Take a bucket full of water. Take a bucket and fill it with water. Now, put the bottle upside down. That means invert the bottle above the water and push the bottle. Okay, invert the bottle or put the upside down. Put the upside down of the bottle and push the bottle to the bottom of the bucket. Push the bottle to the bottom of the bucket. The water will not enter into the bottle because it has air. Put the bottle straight upside down and push it to the bottom of the bucket. The water cannot enter into the bottle. Why? Because it has air. Okay, if you tilt the open mouth of the empty bottle, water enters into the bottle and we can see bubbles coming out of the bottle. From this experiment, we can prove that this empty bottle has air. Okay, take a bucket full of water and invert the bottle or put the upside down bottle above the water and push it to the invert the bottle and push it to the bottom of the bucket. Okay, keep the bottle straight and push it to the bottom of the bucket. The water cannot enter into the bottle because it has air. If you tilt the bottle, that means if you bend the bottle, water enters into the empty bottle and we can see the bubbles coming out of it. From that we can say that this empty bottle has air. Okay. In these lines you can write, take a bucket and fill it with water. Take a bucket and fill it with water. Put the bottle upside down above the water. Okay, now push the bottle to the bottom of the bucket. Water cannot enter to the bottle, because it has air. Okay, if you tilt the bottle, air comes out from the bottle in the form of bubbles and water enters into the bottle. Okay, if you tilt the open mouth of the empty bottle, water enters and we can see bubbles coming out of it. Okay, you can see bubbles coming out of it. Take a bucket and fill it with water. Put the bottle upside down. Okay, above the water. Now push the bottle straight to the bottom of the bucket. Water cannot enter into the bottle because it has air. If you tilt the open mouth of the empty bottle, water enters and we can see the bubbles coming out of it. Okay. Now on to the next phase. A burning candle was placed in each of 3 jars of different sizes X, Y, Z. In 3 different jars X, Y, Z, they placed the burning candles. Okay. The time taken for the flame to go off in each jar as shown below. Okay. Here a candle is lighting only for 6 seconds. Here in the jar Y, candle is lighting up to 18 seconds. In the jar Z, candle is lighting up to 12 seconds. Okay. What pattern do you notice between the size of the jars and the time taken for the candle to go off? See, in the X, Y, Z, in the Y jar, the candle is lighting more time. It is taking more time to go off. Okay, the flame of the candle is taking more time to go off. Why means the bigger the size of the jar, the burning of candle is longer. Okay. Here in the jar X only 6 seconds. Why? Because it is very small jar. In the jar Z 12 seconds. Compared to the X, it is somewhat big size. In the Y, the flame to go off, it is taking 18 seconds. Why? Because it is very big jar. That means the bigger the size of the jar, the burning of candle is longer. అంటే జార్ సైజ్ బిగ్గా ఉంటే అందులో క్యాండిల్ బర్నింగ్ అనేది కూడా ఎక్కువసేపు బర్న్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. క్యాండిల్ ఫ్లేమ్ అనేది చాలా ఎక్కువసేపు ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ద రీజన్ ఫర్ ది అకరెన్స్ ఆఫ్ సచ్ ప్యాటర్న్. See, in the jar X, jar Y, jar Z, these three are closed jars. Okay, only the limited quantity of air is present in the closed jars, so it will support burning. It will support burning only for the air present in that closed jars support only for a short period of time. Okay, The limited quantity of air present in the closed jar support burning only a short period of time. Okay, so if the jar by, that means the bigger size jar contains more air, the bigger size jar contains more air and supports the burning of the candle longer. Okay. What is the reason for the occurrence of such a pattern means only in the closed jars only a limited quantity of air is present. It supports the burning of the candle for only a short period of time. Okay, if the size of the jar is bigger, it contains more air and the burning of all candle also will be longer. Next, tick the most needed thing and cross the thing that is not needed on the surface of the moon. On the surface of the moon, what we need? Oxygen. In the first box, oxygen, and in the second box, matchbox. Okay, what we need on the surface of the moon means we need oxygen. So tick the oxygen, cross the matchbox. Okay. Thank you.